Kanye, you know, what Kanye, I mean, Kanye really wants to change the world. And that's, you know, really what it is. You know, I take direction from him. It's the first boss I ever had. And, you know, whatever he asked me to do, I just try and get it done. With the 5 records that we put out, I mean, that's really what it was. It was to show the world that he could change the world. And, you know, he doesn't live by rules. He lives by what the universe says. And what the universe said was, let's put out 5 records. And to this day, I still tell him, I said, I've pretty much experienced pretty much everything in the music business, you know, selling 200 million records, you know, but I never saw anything like this in my life. For me, it was the most natural high I've ever experienced in my life. What made it complicated was me, because I haven't put out records in a while. So I didn't know anything about the DSPs and the streaming. I mean, I knew what Spotify was and Apple Music was, but I didn't know about deliveries and that, you know, you needed, you know, this and that records come out. When did it go from Tuesdays to Fridays or Thursday nights? So it was like, I'm like, what? It was like, what the fuck is all this? So that's what it was. For Ye, it was easy. He was just in the lab in the studio doing what he does. It was me trying to catch up like, all right, this is what we got to do. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, what makes Kanye unique to me is I've never seen anybody work the way he works. He'll fly 12 hours, go to a meeting, turn around, come back, direct the video, come back, fly to Chicago, and make an album. I mean, his vision is, there's only 2 people I've seen, him and RZA, that truly see outside the realm of whatever that realm is. What I get excited about now is when I wake up in the morning, seeing a text or an email from him and saying, all right, these are the things that we have to attack today. I brought in my guy to run all of the sneakers for Kanye. But it's literally 2 different, you know, companies. Yeezy, and then there's the music side. And, you know, Ye knows my experience in sneakers. So I tell him this: whatever you need from me, I'm there. So, but I'm not day to day, you know, on any of the sneaker stuff. I was retired for a while. I was sick. I started ADD with Russell and my other best friend Brian Robbins. I couldn't really do it just because I was still recovering from my heart. I took a few years off, and then around a year ago, I started consulting Kanye. And with that, I'm also now working again with RZA and Wu-Tang for our 25-year anniversary, and also working with UCJ. Start a Loud back, and hopefully where I could give it to my son to run it. If I'm the chairman of Universal, I would give, and I'm not saying this because Kanye, I work with Kanye, give Kanye the fucking bank and let him do what he does. Look, he just changed the whole fucking sneaker industry. He's selling shoes, he's selling more shoes than basketball players. Let him do what the fuck he does. Look who came out of his camp. Let it just be a hub for if somebody wants a merch deal, if somebody wants a single deal, some crazy single deal, if somebody wants an old-fashioned record deal, whatever it is. Like, nobody's betting on anybody anymore. You know, Mr. CEO, who's a great CEO at Universal, make Kanye a co-CEO. Guy at Adidas, same thing. The guy doesn't lose. Everything he touches turns into billions. What Pat and Chance are doing, you know, I spent good time with them the last time I was here, and it just really blew me away on what they're doing. And that's what the industry is missing. They're missing that creative again. When I had Loud, there was Russell with Def Jam, Puff with Bad Boy, Jay and Dame with Rockefeller, right? Suge with Death Row, Brian Turner with Priority. So it was like there was a community. And even though we were competitors, we were still friends, and we still helped each other. I see it now, I don't see a community anymore. Once these young guys start coming. Like I mentioned earlier, like, you know, one of the majors is talking to my son about a deal. Not because of who he is, just because of the music that he found. At the end of the day, that's what this industry needs right this second. They need these young kids again who are out on the street, who could be on a computer, but also touch and feel and, you know, and see what the fuck is going on.